NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his second season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Stroud to throw it. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Stroud. And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards. The throwing again is Stroud. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Touchdown! Tank Dell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Jaguars to take over for the first time behind Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback in season number 4.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground. ETN, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week: 12 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
As always, priority number 1 for them is to secure the win this week. But priority number 2, this guy right now who is 6th in the league in rushing. They want to give him that push to get him into the top 5 and really earn their status of being one of the best ground games in the NFL, as well as him being one of the lead backs, too.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN to about the 48-yard line. The Jaguars had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Lawrence, that's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5. From midfield now, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's ETN. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out to his left. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. ETN is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On second down, it's Stroud. He'll drop this one, and the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are playing.
Right. Too humble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
A leap, and he's got it. Brian Thomas with an acrobatic catch. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Houston set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
3rd and 4. And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Stroud looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Fighting down past the 45. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Evan Ingram works his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 81 yards. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Final play of the half, Stroud throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you, too, in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, and they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. Nick Westbrook-Akine, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets, and they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. A couple of touchdowns there for Breece Hall. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. DJ Moore, a touchdown catch in that first half. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Lawrence, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside handoff to Mixon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Stroud now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs from 8 yards out. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone and able to get this out to the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On third down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
ETN up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a screen set up for Johnson.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Back to throw, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll run again.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Jaguars have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So Stroud and the Texans
down by 2 touchdowns. 1:44 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Stroud finding Schultz.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
72 yards.
And the Texans are back within a score.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
And that's going to be a first down to the 35 as the clock continues to run.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Stroud.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Jags, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.